On the contrary, his face split into a wide smile, and he said in a squeaky voice that made passers-by stare. Passers-by is Mr. Dursley this now, yes?
Other people in the street that were walking along.
Squeaky, that made passers-by stare. Don't be sorry, my dear sir, for nothing could upset me today. Don't be sorry, my dear sir, for nothing could be upset me today. Rejoice, for you know who has gone at last. Rejoice. Rejoice is mentioned to joy. Yes, rejoice. So
yeah, be happy, celebrate.
Okay, rejoice, for you know who has gone at last. Even muggles like yourself should be celebrating this happy day. Muggles like yourself should be celebrated. Muggles, has some meaning in English, or it's just
muggles in the context of this book. Muggles, oh dear. Muggles is a Cornish word, and it means strangers, strange people. But in the context of this book, it means anybody that isn't one of the witches and wizards.
Yes, I understand. So everyone who don't believe in wizards and witches or muggles, or everyone who...
Yeah, in other words, the witches and the wizards, they have their own community, if you like. And any outsiders are muggles.
Okay, I see.
Normal people that don't believe in magic.
And in normal English language, the word muggles are not used at all. Or
yes, it is. Yeah, no,
yes,
it is. In Cornish.
In Cornish. Cornish, what do you mean, Cornish?
Is another language used in Britain. You see, it's not just English in Britain. If you come from Cornwall, you've got an accent, right? The West Country accent. And them called muggles, them bloody holiday makers who comes down here all the time, disturbing our peace.
Okay, I see.
Got it?
Okay.
That's how Cornish people speak.
Okay, let us continue. Okay, we have 11 o'clock. So maybe two more lines, yes? And we will finish, okay? And the old man hugged Mr. Dursley around the middle and walked off. So he just hugged him and passed away.
And walked away, yeah.
And Mr. Dursley stood rooted to the spot. He had been hugged by a complete stranger. He also thought he had been called a muggle, whatever that was. He was rattled. Rattled means upset. He was.
Completely unnerved, not feeling comfortable at all. Okay. And what about rooted to the spot? Do you understand that?
Yes. Root like root in the garden, in the tree, and spot is like a small place in the ground.
Yeah. In other words, rooted to the spot means that for a moment he couldn't move his legs. It was as if suddenly his legs had been buried like a tree's roots.
Yes, I have got the meaning. He was rattled. Surprised, okay.
Yeah.
Overwhelmed. He hurried to his car and set off home, hoping he was imagining things which he had never.
He hurried to his car and set off home, hoping he was imagining things which he had never hoped before. because he didn't approve of imagination.
Okay. He hurried to his car instead of home, hoping. He was imagining things. He is this man in purple clothing, or he, Mr. Dursley?
No, this is back to Mr. Dursley.
Yes, I think so. So hoping he was himself imagining things which he had never hoped before, because he didn't approve of imagination. Okay, let's stop.
Yeah.
Thank you, John. It was amazing, really. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's interesting. It's interesting.
Yes.
It's surprising the things that come up in conversation.
Yes, I agree that Harry Potter is great.
And that's why I think it's a brilliant book to work with.
Yes.
Because it's ordinary language that when you read it, you hear these things, but you never, if you listen to somebody saying these things, you can't question it. But if you read it like we are, you can share the experience. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
And that should really help anybody to enhance their use and understanding of English.
Sure.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
You're smiling, it must do.
Okay, John.
All right?
Save yourself.
Yeah.